Land Records and Archives.
Hi, is Rosemary around?
This is she.
Hi, Rosemary. This is DavyVTV. I spoke with you, I believe it was last Friday, about a request. You were nice enough to help me go online and help.
Oh, yes, the one for the mugshot.
Exactly. Right, for the booking photo of the officer.
Right.
I'm a little bit confused. I got an email, and obviously I read the letter, the decision that it was denied because the reason given was because a booking photo doesn't exist.
Well, I guess so, because that's what happened. I sent it over to the sheriff's records office, and they didn't have the photo. So I don't know if it's, I don't know if the court had to order one, and it's just not there yet. But that's what they don't have it there.
Right.
There's nothing there. You know what I mean?
Right, but I guess my question is, and I'm not. Maybe you're not the one, to answer this. Maybe I should just call the sheriff's department. But my thing is, it's kind of vague. Meaning, okay, it doesn't exist, but there's no explanation as to we're going to get back to you. In other words, obviously my request for her photo was denied, and at the same time, she's charged with a crime, so she was arrested. And when anyone is arrested, obviously there is a booking photo. So that's kind of where I don't understand. You know what I mean?
I think I do.
I mean, like I said, it's not. I'm not trying. I know you're just doing your job, and you've been great. So it's not your. It's not your fault by any means. But I guess my question or my confusion is, she was arrested. She was charged with DWI. She's facing charges. There was, in other words, whenever anyone is arrested, they get booked, and there's a booking photo, also called, obviously, also referred to as a mugshot. So the fact that the letter said that a booking photo doesn't exist, and that's the reason why, obviously, my request for one was denied. That's I don't understand how it cannot exist when she was arrested and she was booked and subsequently charged with a crime.
Yeah. Well, what says here, because they returned, I sent your request over to them, and then it came back. The record does not exist. It needs to be directed by the court. So to me, that says that the court has to request that be directed by the court.
Right,
so
but when they say the record does not exist, in essence, just so I know if I'm reading it correctly, I mean, the photo doesn't exist is what they mean, right?
So, yes. I guess that's what it means. Yeah, because that's what they sent back to me.
Right. Is there a name? I don't think there was on the letter, but is there a name of a contact person? In other words, who is this person that made the decision that that the record I requested, the booking photo, does not exist? I mean, does this person have a name that I can contact? You know what I mean, Rosemary?
Yeah. I'm just trying, because I send it over and they search it, and then they send it back. So I guess if you call the sheriff's records office, because that's who I send this stuff to, then maybe they would have an explanation more than they gave me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Okay, do you have a number for them?
Let me get the directory. Hold on.
Thank you.
4801 is the extension.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm here. Is that? I thought you were just going to give me the number. Do you mean you can transfer me or?
Yeah, I can transfer
Oh,
you.
okay. Okay, thank you.
Well, just in case, it's 396-4801.
4801.
Just in case we get. Sometimes my phone is funny.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, Rosemary.
You're welcome. Good afternoon, Sheriff's Office Records. This is Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn. My name is DavyVTV. I'm calling from copblock.org. I'm a writer based out of Rochester, New York. I just got off the phone with Rosemary in the records office. Last Friday, I spoke with her, and I submitted a FOIA request for the name of a Canandaigua, New York police officer, Nicole Kadien, who was arrested on DWI charges. And my request was for a booking photo, also referred to as a mugshot. And I received an email, a letter that basically telling me that my request had been denied because, quote unquote, the record does not exist. So I called Rosemary a few minutes ago. She transferred me to you, and she told me she herself, doesn't understand really as far as, obviously I need to speak to somebody. I'm confused because I don't know. I understand what the words say in the
So
denial.
you already went through Freedom, no? I mean, you put in a Freedom of Information request already?
Yes, ma'am. I did that Friday.
Okay.
Yep. And it was denied,
okay.
like I said, that it doesn't exist, but I don't understand how a booking photo cannot exist, of the officer.
Okay, hold on just a moment.
Thank you.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, you're not the same person I was just speaking to?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I got to start from the beginning again. My name is DavyVTV.
Okay.
I am with copblock.org. I'm a community activist and a writer based out of Rochester, New York. And Friday I spoke with Rosemary in the records access for the Ontario County. And I submitted a FOIA request for the booking photo, or also referred to as a mugshot, of Canandaigua, New York police officer Nicole Kadien, who was arrested on November 23rd on DWI charges.
Yeah.
I received notice that my FOIA request for her photo had been denied because, quote unquote, the record does not exist. I called Rosemary. She transferred me to whoever I was speaking to before you, man. And I guess my question to you is, my question I've had for everyone is, I don't understand. I mean, I understand the words. I don't understand how a photo of a police officer who was arrested and obviously subsequently booked and charged with a crime does not exist.
Yeah, that's correct, sir. It doesn't exist.
It does not exist?
Right. No?
Can you explain that to me?
Well, just because they were arrested doesn't mean they were automatically booked. And we don't. Sometimes people don't get booked. Everyone doesn't get booked right away. You didn't you know that?
That's not my question, man. My question is, why doesn't a photo exist? So she was arrested, which we know now,
Right.
and she was not booked. I mean, it's common practice for.
No.
It's not common practice for people to get booked and photographed.
No, it doesn't have to be done right away. No.
Okay, right away as opposed to at a later date.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
I mean, some people. I had one just recently come in that was arrested months and months and months ago for a crime. You know, they get arrested. That's it. You know what I mean?
Is it normal? And I'm sorry, who am I speaking with?
It's normal. Colleen.
Colleen. Okay. What is your title there, ma'am?
Account clerk typist.
I'm sorry.
Account clerk typist.
Okay. Is it? I mean, just so I understand, it's with Ontario County, is it protocol for someone in this case? Let's obviously call it what it is: a police officer to be arrested, and for her photo not to be taken. I mean, is that what you're saying?
It doesn't have anything to do with what occupation you are. Is that what you're trying to get at?
I'm not trying to get at, man. If I'm trying to get at something, I'm very blunt. I would ask you straight up. I mean, I'm asking you. She was arrested and charged. She was arrested and charged with a crime. I'm asking you: is it standard protocol and policy in Ontario County, New York, for somebody to be arrested and not to be booked, fingerprinted, and photographed?
Well, eventually, yeah, they would have to be done.
Eventually, they would have to be fingerprinted, booked.
It's not the court. The court is not the court.
So it's up to the courts to order that an individual charged with a crime is fingerprinted, booked, and a photograph taken of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Who decides that in the court? I mean, can you lead me to that person so I can ask what the policy is?
Yeah, I don't know. It would have to be the judge, whatever judge is handling the case.
You can't tell me that information?
Can you hold on, sir? Can you hold on?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so are you all set, or no? Did I answer your questions, or?
Well, I mean, you've answered them, but I'm not necessarily all set. I mean, just to recap, only because you put me on hold, I was going to ask you this, but so just so I know, I'm not in any way misconstruing what you've told me. Obviously, we know Officer Nicole Kadien was arrested. Canandaigua Police Officer Nicole Kadien was arrested on November 23rd on charges of DWI. But no photo of her was ever taken, is what you're telling me, correct?
Correct.
Okay. What was she booked? What is it that she was booked, but they didn't take a photo, or they didn't book her either? I'm confused.
Well, I don't know about the booking. You asked about a photo.
Right, but a photo is a central part of being booked. In other words, it's one of the elements. Usually, the person is fingerprinted, and then there's a photograph taken of them.
Mhm. Right.
So you don't know if she was booked at all?
Well, you have to apply for another FOIA to find that out from me. How's that?
I'd have to apply for another FOIA request for what?
To find out that information. I give that out over the phone.
Okay, so my first FOIA request was denied because a photo does not exist. And now for you to tell me if the officer was indeed, in fact, booked, I need to file another request?
Yes. You got it.
Okay, thanks a lot, ma'am.
Okay, well, good luck.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.